Hey guys, I'd just like to start off by saying Aroha Nui to Christchurch and the Muslim community of New Zealand in the wake of the terrible tragedy that happened there yesterday. Absolutely gutted, absolutely gutted. I've gone through a lot of emotions with that, so it's quite sad, quite feeling like crying at times. A lot of anger, especially a lot of anger. In fact, last night I had a real job getting to sleep because I was angry. And at 1:45, I was was the last time I checked the clock, and I was awake and angry, hadn't been asleep, and I was awake at 4:30 this morning, angry, haven't been to sleep today, so less than 3 hours sleep, mainly fueled by anger, and then coffee, because I needed it to be functional. Okay, so 7 days out from comp, 6 days out from weigh-in. Yesterday I dropped my carbs, as I said, and today, after my 2 3/4 hours sleep, or 2.5 hours sleep, whatever it was, weighed in 93.2 kg, so that was a drop of 1.2 kgs overnight. Amazing what muscle glycogen and water does. So with that, I was doing my last heavy training before comp today. And yeah, so I was a bit worried about how it would go. Obviously, very little sleep, and no carbohydrates yesterday, no carbohydrates today. And I'd even missed a meal today, really, because I had swimming lessons with my daughter, and that just meant that I hadn't had the meals that I was meant to have had. So I decided that today we'd do the last heavy squat session, last heavy bench session, so that I knew that the bench could handle it after the squats, like in comp, and then just some warm-ups really and deadlift to finish off, because the last heavy deadlift session was Thursday. So first up, the squats we'll have a look at.
Squat. Rack. Squat. Rack. Squat. Right.
So you see there, they moved well. The 190 opener moved well, and I'm definitely very comfortable with that. The second one was 200. That I'm thinking is a possible second lift if the 190 doesn't feel good. And the third lift that you would have seen, that was a 205, and that moved well. So that will be my second lift if the weights feel like next Saturday. So with the squats, I'm pretty happy with that. I'm feeling pretty confident that next Saturday I'll go either 190, 200, 210, something like 190, 205, 215. Depending on the day. Today, actually, it was quite funny. When I did the 205, I looked at my wife and I went, I actually think I could have gone 190, 210. I've always done 20k jumps in the squat and comps, but last comp, I missed my third squat, so I thought perhaps I should pare that back to slightly smaller jumps and try to make sure I hit all three. So now we have a look at bench. Once again, with the bench, I've gone opener, potential second lift at the lighter end, potential second lift at the heavier end.
Stop. Press. Rack. Stop. Press. Rack. Start. Press. Rack.
So if we see that, there was the opener at 117.5. No problem at all. And then the second lift was 122.5. No problem at all. And the third lift was 125. And no problem at all. So I'm thinking I'll overgo, depending on how it feels on the day, 117.5, 122.5, 127.5, leaving me with the option to, because if it's within 20 k's of a record, and actually the 122.5 would beat the current national record for under 90 masters, which is where I'm hoping to compete. You're allowed to go for a fourth lift. Doesn't count for your total, but it counts for a record. So then I'd look at going 130, 132 and a half. Otherwise, if it feels real good, I'll go 117.5, 125, allowing me to go 130 on the third, and then once again consider going for 132, maybe 135 as a fourth if it feels really good. So yeah, I'm happy with that as well. I'm feeling stronger and more confident in both the bench and the squat than I thought I would be, and especially after today, as I said, no fuel, no sleep, except lots of caffeine, but I'll have lots of caffeine next Saturday as well, and everything's moving well and feeling strong and like I've got more in the tank. As I said, I finished with deadlifts. I just warmed up, did a couple of singles at 190. They were obviously fine, just below my openers, but I'm worried about conserving or minimizing fatigue. So I didn't video those because they were warm-up weights. So that's it for today. Kia kaha.